Greetings and welcome to the book summary of 12 Rules for Life. Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, An Antidote of Chaos. Join us in exploring the key points. First, the difference between chaos and order. Life is unpredictable and chaotic. Although nobody, not even you, can predict the future, you may have an impact on it by accepting complete responsibility for your own fate. Different events have shaped the networks in our brains. However, we have one thing in common. We all encounter two basic concepts as humans. When everyone abides by the rules and everything seems stable and familiar, there is order. Chaos is the vast unknown where you can be caught off guard by life. It may be an unexpected breakdown in a practiced routine, a sudden downpour on a clear day, or a sharp turn, even though the road appeared to be going straight. The constant presence of chaos serves as a reminder that life is full of surprises, regardless of how well you prepare. Establish rituals that help you stay disciplined and foster progress. They all work together to mold your personality. Happiness, however, is like chasing the wind if you can't find a balance between chaos and order. The 12 laws of life apply in this situation. There are two thematically connected points in each major point. However, they need to assist you in discovering your goal rather than restrict you. If you're prepared to take charge of your life, keep going until you find the answers to the major questions that will change the way you perceive the world. Second important point: reality is shaped by your words. Rule 1. Never tell lies. Ever ponder how much we rely on language to achieve our goals? Well-chosen phrases appear to be a simple way to blend in or accomplish personal objectives. However, living this way can cause you to lose who you are. Imagine a person who never questions the rules and never gets into arguments. Such a person makes himself and everyone else believe that everything is okay and that it is only a mirror of what other people think. One of the most harmful types of lying, it is frequently passed off as civility or conformity, making it hard to see until it has done significant damage. Self-discovery is impeded by the incapacity to disclose oneself to others. What occurs then if we stop lying? Speaking the truth provides life shape and helps to allay worries. Opinions from others can help you grow as a person, but only if you use them sensibly and not mindlessly. You will be stronger and more capable of overcoming obstacles in life rather than aiming for prestige or power. Thus, be mindful of what you say and do, and make an effort to be authentic. Second rule: express your thoughts. In order to prevent cognitive overload, we have a tendency to view things superficially. We only notice doors when we have to pass through them. Furthermore, a clock only becomes fascinating when we consider the time. People are no different. We frequently miss the history and future that could better characterize the present moment because we are unable to look beyond it. However, reality lies beneath these appearances. We only partially comprehend the intricate web of cause and effect that is formed by the connections between everything. It's crucial that you communicate yourself clearly because of this. You bring people into your world when you speak with consideration and openness. This fosters genuine relationships and helps people realize what matters to you. Third important point: develop your self-confidence. Third rule: take a step forward and hold yourself up. Crabs and lobsters are more alike than you may imagine, even if you probably don't think of them often. Large, visible neurons in their basic nervous system have allowed scientists to gain a better understanding of more sophisticated organisms like humans. Lobsters, like humans, are drawn to tranquility and safety and will stop at nothing to protect their home. To demonstrate their superiority, they fight boxing fights with scissors elevated. Lobsters that are defeated lose their self-confidence. In severe situations, their brain adapts to their inferior position. On the other hand, winning gives the winner a serotonin rush that makes them feel like the biggest thing in the world. The lobster's behavior is comparable to our own. Human civilization is also characterized by hierarchies, and when people are confident, they tend to rise to the top, while others fall farther and lower with each setback. However, the good news, there is no life sentence, regardless of how many faults you did. In a world that is constantly changing, natural selection flourishes. This implies that everyone has the opportunity to adjust. Slice apart a lobster, an organism that has evolved over 350 million years. Knowledge. You will feel better and others will notice if you stand up for yourself. Fourth rule, put progress ahead of resentment. Think about your life for a moment. Has resentment kept you from realizing your greatest potential? Negative experiences can be passed on, but they can also teach others. For instance, instead of seeking outside for change, a parent who has experienced abuse may decide to improve and show more compassion for their child after realizing the harm has been done. Seek direction from inside. That does not absolve those who have harmed you. However, keep in mind that you have no control over their choices, and your existence is not dependent on them changing. You won't advance if you wait for them to consider what they did. When you make the decision to take charge of your life, healing starts. Have faith in your inner fortitude. Every step you take will lead to a more peaceful and clear life. Important point number 4. Talking with buddies. Rule number 5. Decide on a circle. Your life can be greatly impacted by wise companions, which can frequently greatly influence your viewpoint. It's normal to be in partnerships that don't feel balanced, though. It's beneficial to pause and consider whether you're slipping into any of these tendencies. You believe that better friendships are not yours. You stay so you're not alone, putting other people's demands ahead of your own. You avoid conflict, or you question your judgment and expectations. If a friendship is bringing you down all the time, it might be time to reassess your needs, set priorities, and let other people handle the obligation. Some people who are struggling could rely on you more than is healthy, and not all of them are prepared for change. Being surrounded by individuals who want to see the best in you is not selfish. As much as they want to succeed in life, good friends also want you to succeed. Thus, pick your friends wisely and deliberately, just as you pick your battles. Why would you want a buddy for yourself if you wouldn't suggest their friendship to your father, sister, or son? Dr. Jordan B. Peterson says so. Rule number 6. Talk, listen, and learn. We can think more clearly and make sense of the world when we talk. However, we are not alone in this. We need people to hear our tales. Because of this, people frequently solve difficulties just by talking about what they're thinking if you listen to them. Don't make snap judgments, and instead concentrate on comprehending other people's perspectives. The most fruitful discussions entail a full-fledged exchange of ideas between the two participants. They are motivated and involved in their search for the truth and the reason behind their discussion. Thus, constantly pay attention to yourself as well as to the other person. Real wisdom comes from continuously pursuing a deeper understanding rather than from what you already know. Fascinating information. According to a research conducted by Colorado State University in 2000, the average American adult still has 4 to 5 pals. Nonetheless, 42% of respondents believe that their friendships are not as tight as they would like. Important point number 5. Prioritize progress over perfection. Rule: only compete with the person you were yesterday. No matter how skilled you are, someone will always make you seem inexperienced. You may have a lot of literary knowledge but haven't yet received a Nobel Prize, or you may be a skilled chef, but not René Redzepi or Gordon Ramsay. When your inner critic begins evaluating you against other people, see how it gradually saps your motivation. He acts as though it's the only thing that matters and concentrates on any aspect of your life. He identifies someone who excels in that field and draws attention to the differences between you and him. He is demonstrating your lack of chances with this gap. However, the reality, it's not only a big game in life. There are numerous little games in it. Imagine having proficiency in every area. Then would you develop? You win when you try new and challenging things. Therefore, you should never compare yourself to others. You play a special kind of game that only you can learn. Have the courage to try new things. Seeing advancements will inspire you to press on, get over your doubts, and welcome change. The rule: self-control and patience pay rewards. Why don't we take what we can when we can? Why not just live for the moment? Because opportunity is a momentary delight. A more considerate option exists. For a better tomorrow, give up something right now. According to Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, you can overcome adversity because you carry your personality with you everywhere you go. It has nothing to do with deprivation. Learning to restrain your desires makes room for long-term social and personal advantages. However, this is not a simple task. It is impossible for anyone to quit delaying overnight, break negative habits, and substitute constructive work with temptations. We are not machines. We must acknowledge and work with the fact that we are human beings. You can, however, get better by progressively implementing new routines and guidelines into your daily life. You will observe the impact on those around you as you start to see positive changes in yourself. Others may find inspiration in your transformation and be moved to join you in improving the world. How to be a parent is the 6th key point. For kids, Rule 9 states that love and discipline go hand in hand. Finding a balance between punishment and compassion is essential to effective parenting so that kids can grow up to be well-rounded adults. To learn how to engage with the outside world, they require structure, unambiguous rules, and suitable consequences. Therefore, discipline is a necessary act of responsibility rather than a form of punishment. More significant than simply being your child's friend is your responsibility as a parent to guide and educate them. Your child will be more equipped to thrive in society if you set clear limits for them, teach them how to express their feelings in healthy ways, and teach them to be grateful and honor their commitments. Children are sensitive to the weariness and stress of others, so it's equally critical to be conscious of your own feelings. By acknowledging your own shortcomings, you may establish a secure and nurturing atmosphere that will foster your child's resilience and self-assurance. Rule 10. Take off the bubble wrap. It's crucial to keep in mind that people, particularly kids, require room to take chances. Suppose a 10-year-old is skating down the road. Despite the possibility of falling, he gains the ability to balance, adjust, and get better. They won't benefit in the long run from being protected from every threat. Rather, it prevents kids from learning how to cope with the peaks and valleys of life. Being strong entails taking into account the needs of people you lead while maintaining your composure when necessary. A child can develop the skills necessary to overcome hardship if we offer them the opportunity to confront obstacles and take on challenging tasks. He discovers that he is capable of more than he initially believed and starts to trust his skills. But when we are overly cautious and constantly step in to reduce risk, he misses these crucial lessons. This strategy may result in an incapacity to handle life's unpredictable circumstances. It's all about striking the correct balance, as always. A certain amount of safety must be guaranteed, but we must also give it enough leeway to experiment, fail, and grow. Lessons from our pets. Key point 7. Rule number 11. Your biggest asset is you. Suppose that everyone in the group is given the same recipe. Then what? Many of them won't redeem it in any way. Many of the others will stop taking their medications early, miss dosages, or not start at all. Let's now suppose that the patient is a pet. Interestingly, individuals tend to their animals better than they do themselves. However, this is also not optimal from the standpoint of a pet. A happy and healthy person would be better for your dog, who most likely loves you. Mutual respect, which allows you both to feel safe being vulnerable, is the foundation of a healthy partnership. In actuality, you are important to yourself as well as to other people. You have a special job to perform in life, and that role includes taking care of yourself. Consider the way you look after a loved one. Wouldn't it be nice to treat oneself with the same respect and care? Regulation 12. Savor the little things in life. Try stooping down and calling a cat to you if you come across one while out for a walk. She may occasionally flee. However, there are other times when the cat comes up to you, puts its head in your hand, and purrs because it is enjoying the occasion. Take note of little things like these. Unexpected pleasures might arise even on a difficult day. Perhaps it's the warmth of a stranger's smile, the unexpected harmony of buskers singing your favorite song, or the ideal cup of coffee in a cafe that cherishes its patrons. These ephemeral moments might serve as a reminder that sometimes the beauty of life outweighs the challenges if you pay attention. Of course, it may be that the musicians aren't hitting a note, the coffee is too bitter, or the person you're investigating is turning away in shame. But only if you have the courage to see life as it is happening around you will you be able to experience this. Take full use of your one chance to experience it. Additionally, stop and give a cat a pet if you see one on the street. Even though life is incredibly beautiful and full of opportunities, if you live your days without much thought, you could feel lost and alone while you wait for a miracle that might never materialize. The real power is in you, in your very nature. Develop your emotional resilience to confidently face uncertainty in order to cultivate this strength. Strive to strike a balance between chaos and order by adhering to the 12 rules of life or by making your own. You open your heart to the great cosmos and feel a connection to it in this way. Interesting stuff to try. Consider a relationship or circumstance where you went beyond your comfort zone. Establish and communicate a boundary to safeguard your time and effort. Establish a regular bedtime to boost your immune system and enhance cognitive performance. Spend 20 minutes each day writing down your thoughts. You can identify thought patterns and make sense of your emotions by keeping a notebook. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.